Welcome to Conversations with Sakeina. Today we are going to do a walkthrough of the Nicoletta Ceccoli Tarot. Now this is obviously not a new deck, and there are many people who have used this deck and done walkthroughs of this deck. That's okay. It is a fantastic tarot deck and has the most incredible images. It was put out by Lo Scarabeo, made in Italy, and I ended up getting a very good deal on eBay for a used deck. So if you see a little bit of something going on with the tuck box, that's why. The cards are in great shape. So as you see, we have very unique images on this tuck box. So let's get it open. It's even got the scarab beetle on the top. Okay, as with many of the Lo Scarabeo decks, we get the little white book. Now there is something intriguing about this little white book. It still is in 5 different languages, and it's showing here because it was a little difficult to determine which symbol was the king and which was the queen. They've put that key here, so we have the knight or the knave, the page or the knave, the knight, which is the horse, the crown with the little thing on the top for the queen, and this crown for the king. Also, this book was created by Linnea Weatherstone, which tells me that because she is phenomenal, this tells me that the guidebook is going to be a little more than what the usual Lo Scarabeo definitions are for the cards. So let's see what the start of this. It says, in the ethereal world of dreams, everything we know in waking life can be turned upside down. Fish can fly, food can talk, toys come alive and offer messages and portents. This is the dreamlike world you'll find in the art of Nicoletta Ceccoli. It is also the world of the tarot. When you read a tarot card, you set sail from the shore of logic into the sea of intuition and interpretation. There are traditional meanings assigned to tarot cards, but it is the individual's inner sight that brings true understanding. The Ceccoli Tarot offers layer upon layer of moods and symbology, innocence, malevolence, humor, sensuality, and above all, imagination. So that's just a very quick introduction here. Now, I am going to take us through the Nicoletta Ceccoli Tarot, each card one by one, and then I will shuffle really well and ask Sakeina what her take on this deck is. So stay tuned for that. So it starts out here with a card just announcing the tarot deck itself. This is also what the backs look like. It appears to be a reversible back for those people who enjoy doing reversals. The card stock is not bad at all. I'm quite pleased with that. It does have a shininess to it. It's not like super gloss. It's kind of, again, I don't know if there's actually a matte and gloss, but I'm going to say it's a light gloss because I'm not having super shine here with the lighting. And they've also given just a Lo Scarabeo Tools for a Spiritual Journey card, as they do in all of their decks. So we will start out with the Fool, and at some point, if I see a card that I really want to look at with you, I will look in the guidebook and see what it says, and that way you'll have an idea of what the guidebook is like. Okay, so we're going to start going through the cards here, and if I have issues with focus, I will chop that out of the video so that you don't have to sit through a much longer process here. So we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, and just so you know kind of how it reads in here, let's take a look and see what the Chariot is. It's time to move forward, taking the reins of your life in your own hands. By acting decisively now, you will also help others. Key concepts: triumph over adversity, self-determination, possible journeys. This card is Justice. Some of the decks have Justice and Strength turned around from the norm, and this is one of those. So this is the Justice card. The Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, the Hanged Man, Death, this is kind of like Snow White and the Seven Dwarves here. Those are like little gnomes or dwarves around her. Temperance. The Devil. Definitely the images of dreams. Kind of crazy, nonsensical, but amazing. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. One of the cards on the box. The Sun. And just for fun here, let's take a look at the meaning that's written in the book for this one. All good things are coming to you now. Open your hands to receive them. Sweet happiness is yours for the taking. Key concepts: joy, supreme success, health, and wealth. Judgment. The World. Okay, so there's the Major Arcana. And they have a small write-up here for the minors. We've got the 4 suits of the Minor Arcana cards represent various aspects of day-to-day life and temporary situations. Generally speaking, cups are about emotions, discs, which are pentacles, about material concerns, wands about actions, and swords about conflicts. The influence of these cards may pass relatively quickly. Then it goes on to the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Knave or Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. They call it discs. I'll just use pentacles through here. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. And just for fun, let's see what this has to say. Don't try to do everything on your own. Good advice is at hand, and others can help you make the right decisions for success. Key concepts: collaboration, cooperation, working toward a common goal. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the book, I've noticed, we go cups, discs, wands, and then swords, and then it goes into the court cards after the fact, and it does the pages, the knights, the queens, and the kings. They also do like a sample reading, and then it moves into another language. But let's see what the King of Pentacles says. We have one who brings practical solutions and personal power to any situation, pushes through barriers to success. Okay. And we have the Ace of Wands. Look how she's holding that fire salamander so tightly. We're so close. 2 of Wands. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. So for fun, let's see where this one is, or what the interpretation for this one is. Messages of light and hope are coming to you from many sources. Pay attention or you may miss them. Be prepared to take swift action. Key concepts: communication, flash of understanding, quick responses. That's fantastic. Nine of Wands. The dreamlike quality of these cards is so incredible. Ten of Wands. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Now on to the Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. and King of Swords. Okay, so there we have all of the cards. Now, as for shuffling, and this is a used deck, though I have no idea how used. We could tell that the box was a little rough around the edges, but the cards themselves look in great shape. So we're going to shuffle and see how this particular cardstock shuffles. Riffle shuffle. Oh, left one behind. It's comfortable, but the cards must be fairly new because they're stiff. They're a little bit stiff. It's not like they've been shuffled a ton. But yes, we can riffle shuffle them. I prefer to shuffle them the side way, like so, and that works fairly well. Right now they're, again, stiff, so kind of come out in clumps that way. All cards seem to bend. Anyway, when I work with Sakeina, this is the way that I shuffle. And because of the kind of gloss that's on these cards, this is a very easy way to shuffle, and they slide very nicely. Other people tend to, and I still don't have this down very well, but other people shuffle in this way, and they slide beautifully to do that. So I am going to go off camera now, and I'm going to shuffle these cards really well and come back and ask Sakeina what her take on this deck is. Be right back. Okay, I'm back and have shuffled up quite well. So I'll be shuffling a little bit here as I ask Sakeina. Sakeina, could you let us know in a card or two what your take on this deck is? Okay, so we have two cards here. We have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So I think what Sakeina is saying here about this deck with this Three of Swords, I think she's saying that at first people might feel a little disappointed with being able to read this deck easily. It's kind of you kind of have to switch up your mind a little bit and allow your mind to grow some, to get used to the images, to begin to understand what Nicoletta Ceccoli's work is about. And she's also saying that, you know, if you're going to read these in the real world, you're going to have some patience with yourself to get to know what is going on in these images and to study them and just sit and focus in and study them. There is no hurry. There's no time factor. There's nothing like that. But unless you want to stay, you know, pinned to the, I guess you would say, rider weight interpretations and never falter from those, you're going to have to open up your mind a bit and allow new images to feed your imagination. So patience is very much required, and some people may not have that patience or that time factor. Maybe they're in a hurry to learn how to read a deck of cards, and she's saying, this is probably not that deck if what you want to do is jump in. And this is probably not a deck for beginners either. Thus the disappointment or the pain that some tarot readers may feel at not being able to grasp the card, grasp the meaning like right away. So that is Sakeina's take on this deck. She likes it. She likes the deck. She didn't, pop out a card that would say this is really not a great idea. No, not at all. The Three of Swords means several things to me, and one is, has always been taken for, pain, heart pain. Well, they've got a pin right in her chest. They've pinned her to the board, but it's also a growth of knowledge, building on your library of interpretations. And again, patience. Take your time with it. Incredible. Okay, so that is Sakeina's take on this deck. I hope that you've had a good time going through this with me. If you want kind of an in-depth look, I've put a link in the description box below for Lisa Papez. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She did an amazing walkthrough of this deck, giving impressions of the cards, what she feels they show, and it was very, very informative. So that might be worth watching if you are owning this deck and having a problem with it, or if you are considering purchasing the deck. All right, that's it for right now. So we'll see you in the next one. Take care.